Yeah, well, they set an example. For myself, I looked up to athletes like Herschel Walker. I looked up to athletes like Tony Dorsett. So those guys had an impact on me. So anything that they did, and it wasn't just how they played on the field, but anything that you'd read about them, I was the first to pick up the paper and read an article about them. So yeah, I mean, athletes that don't realize that they're setting an example or that have an impact on the young kids' lives, they're foolish to think that they don't have an impact. And they can always obviously choose to have a positive or negative impact, and you would hope that they would choose to have a positive impact on young people's lives. And they really, you know, to use the word hero is not always a great example of what it is, but they definitely serve as an inspiration. They definitely serve as something that people look to attain. An NFL player, for example, a young kid, that's always his dream. You know, whether it's going to be a reality or not, that's always his dream, to play professional football. So they're going to want to emulate some of the things that the professional football players do, and they have a huge impact on those kids and an influence on those kids as far as how they view the sport and how they view their own lives. I think it's sad. I think it's sad more than anything that they don't realize that they have that kind of an impact and don't care about having that kind of an impact. And it's very selfish, because as far as what you're trying to do as an athlete, if you have an opportunity to give back and help somebody get to where they're trying to get, where you are, it's a huge impact that you can have on a kid, and it's a mistake for a professional athlete or someone of influence not to realize that they can have an impact on a kid.
Awesome.
I don't know about all that, but I do think that one of the things that we've been lucky enough to be able to do is to identify an area that we can run events that can get exposure for the kids from a college recruiting standpoint. And we're very cognizant of the fact that we have that influence and that we could have that impact. And by expanding it out to as many areas as possible, as many cities, as many states as possible, we can give more and more kids the opportunity. And I think the biggest thing that we've done that's different than anybody else is that we originally started with underclassmen, meaning freshmen and sophomores. And originally those events were just for juniors in high school. And by starting with freshmen and sophomores, we gave them the opportunity to get that early exposure. And when we first started, we weren't sure exactly how much of an impact it would have, but 6 years later, it's had an enormous impact, with thousands and thousands of kids go on to get scholarships, and now we've expanded to juniors. And the other thing we want to do is give an opportunity, and this was part of our original vision once we realized that we had something special, was to give every kid an opportunity in every area of the United States to show what they can do. And so we've expanded to places like Idaho, and this year we're going to go to Hawaii. And so we've expanded to almost every conceivable area, and we'll continue to do that to give every kid an opportunity. And one of the biggest things that parents and athletes and their friends and family, they don't understand the recruiting process and some of the things that go on, and some of the misnomers and fallacies and those kind of things. So there's some important things that they can do to at least put them in a position to have an opportunity to succeed, to put them in that position to have an opportunity to have a college coach look at their information and make an evaluation on them. One of the questions that I always get as a person that runs combines and camps is, what events should I attend, and what events are more important than others? And are some events more important than others? Yeah, there are certain events that are absolutely 100% more important than other events. The National Underclassmen Combine and the Ultimate 100 Camp, the event that we run throughout the country, those are critical events to attend. We also recommend, if you're a quarterback, to attend the Elite 11 camp. We do also feel that the Nike Combines and the Under Armour Combines do also have value as well. Then the other thing that's really important for you to attend is to make sure, if you get invited to a recruiting camp for a college, let's say, for example, the University of Oklahoma or Rutgers University, they have a senior day from a camp standpoint in the summertime, and they're just inviting recruits. You want to attend that camp. So you want to choose 5 or 6 of those camps that you feel are important, that you may get recruited and may get offered by, and attend those camps. That's very important. They also have some events like the Friday Night Lights, which is run by the University of Florida. Those are also other essential recruiting events. What you don't want to get caught up in is attending events that don't matter, that nobody pays attention to. You want to go to events that college coaches will pay attention to and feel have reputable results. The National Underclassmen Combine and the Ultra 100 camp, the camps that we run, bar none, are the most effective, efficient, and the best results, and are most looked upon by the college coaches as being the most accurate. You want to attend events like that.